Two very specific questions. Number one, what is rather, the evidence that this works? And number two, can it be culturally configured? Because at the end of the day, India is a little different from the United States. So have you kind of dived into it, saying that, okay, this is actually working for kids, they are benefiting? And let's say that a school in India really wanted to adopt it, we could customize it for India.
Of course. So, so many things about that. Okay, so evaluations. First of all, I want to challenge, if you're reading this, if you're watching this, look at the evaluations on do standardized tests and grading the way that we traditionally grade young people. Do they work to actually teach learning and critical thinking? Because they don't. The way in which we have traditionally taught young people and the way that we are so invested and committed to teaching young people, where a teacher stands up at the front of the classroom and directs information to young people that they then have to memorize, and then they have to spit it out for a test, and then they forget about it. The evaluations show, it's common sense also, that young people don't retain the knowledge, that they do not develop intrinsic motivation, they don't see the point of what they're doing, and they don't understand why, in some ways, school matters, which is really important. And grades, for example, are not good motivators for wanting to learn how to learn. So one of the things that we actually need to take a step back out is that the things that we think are true, why we teach the way we teach, are actually not true. What we know, what all the research shows, is that what children and how learning happens is they have a relationship with the teacher, that they have a limited degree of autonomy. They don't just have entire freedom, because if they have too many choices, then that's not good. It's too much. So they have limited options, and they see the relevance of what they're doing. Why are they doing what they're doing? What can they apply what they're doing? Let me give you an example of that. So for my field of social emotional learning, that does not work. So it is really common in the United States for an adult to come in and teach children about goal setting. And young people, for the most part, hate those kinds of classes, because it's not put into we don't ask children first, well, what do you want? What goals do you want? What do you want to actually be able to learn? What do you want to master? A lot of kids that I talk to in high school will say things to me like, I actually want to learn how to fix a tire. Or, if I'm driving, because they're first learning how to drive in the United States is 16 and 17. Well, if I get a flat tire, I need to know how to fix a tire. That is a goal for me. I want to learn how to apply for a credit card, because I don't really understand that. That is a goal for me. So we ask them what goals they have, and then we take the information and knowledge and expert wisdom we have about goals, and we apply it to the examples that they say, oh, this is what makes sense to me. I want to be able to drive, and if I get in trouble, I want to be able to figure it out. So that's what I mean by we actually have to figure out, and it does make common sense of why someone wants to learn. Now to your question of does social emotional learning, when it is done in a way where we ask young people about what they want and we work in collaboration with them, then what we know is that in my work, that the sense of belonging increases in a classroom, their ability to concentrate increases in the classroom, and they're able to ask for help from an adult when either they're having an academic problem or they're having a social problem. And so all of those things, and discipline problems decrease as well, because they can handle things better on their own. So we just need to encapsulate this, or to sum it up, we need to question things that we believe are true just because we've always done them. Because education in many ways does not work for young people. And we need to be able to really rethink the way that we are teaching young people so that it is relevant to what they need today.